What up, y'all? Welcome to the channel, man. I got another topic for about the Danny Garcia situation. So let me read out a tweet that Keith Thurman sent out after the Danny Garcia fight. Danny Garcia said he would like the Keith Thurman rematch, and then Keith Thurman immediately responded on Twitter. So let me read this out. Okay. Keith Thurman said, "I'm too pretty. I'm too blessed. DSG can never pass the test." Hold on. He said can never pass the Keith Thurman test. I beat that boy with bone spurs. I wasn't even at my best. Man, my IQ is even higher. His feet are slow, like a flat tire. This is not a game. It's not Street Fighter. But I would hit you with the yoga. I just want to say that shit was lame as fuck, but you know, that's classic Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like Keith Thurman wants to fight too, so I guess it makes sense because Keith Thurman ain't gonna fight fucking Jerron Ennis. He's so scared of boots, so he might as well fight Keith Thurman, somebody he familiar with, you know, especially somebody who ain't got that killer instinct like Jerron Ennis. Because if he fight Jerron Ennis, right, it's, you know, I'm not saying 100% sure, but it's a high probability of Keith Thurman getting folded, like a brunch table. You know, he might get folded. I'm just saying. So, but I don't know. I got boots. Put it like that. So it looks like Danny and Keith Thurman trying to build them a nice little fight. I'm assuming that, you know, it'll be at 154 because Keith Thurman, you know, last time we seen him was versus Mario Barrios, which is 140 pounder, right? Who tanked, which is 135 pounder, came up to 140, knocked Mario Barrios out, right? Keith Thurman then fought him at 147 and went 12 rounds with him. So to me, this is a farewell type of party, you know what I'm saying, with Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia, because both of these guys pretty much on their tail end. Keith Thurman only looking for big checks. Danny Garcia only wants soft touches. So both of these niggas want to go out the door. So, you know, I guess it make a lot of sense. You know, it make a lot of sense between Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman. So this look like the fight that might be next, because I don't see neither one of these guys really trying to fight somebody. Like, Keith Thurman won't fight Boots. Danny Garcia ain't trying to fight no Tony Harrison. So these niggas might as well fight each other. Fuck it. Danny Garcia felt like he won the Keith Thurman fight, which I feel like he didn't. It was pretty close, but Danny Garcia came up short because he wasn't able to turn up the pace. Keith Thurman, you know, utilizing his footwork and foot movement around the ring the second half of the fight, but the first half of the fight, he was racking up on points on Danny. So he only had to win a couple points in the second half of the fight just to even win the fight, because that's how Keith Thurman is. He ain't really got that killer instinct either. You know, he ain't trying to go for the gusto. So I'm looking at this, you know, this one I'm looking at. It's an old picture or whatever, you know, with the tweet. But yeah, man, what y'all think about this fight, man? It might as well shit, because both of these niggas finna go bye-bye. So it's gonna be a 12-round fight, fun type of fight. You know, Keith Thurman still talking about his bone spurs and his little palm or whatever. Yeah, he said, I beat that boy with bone spurs. I wasn't even at my best. Well, you still ain't at your best, so you know what I'm saying? What is it now? Because you still ain't at your best. These two excuse-making ass niggas fighting each other. I say it's a perfect match made in heaven. You hear me? Both of them some excuses, motherfuckers. One nigga got bone spurs, and the other nigga, you know, fighting depression and shit. You know? It is what it is. I'm sure Keith Thurman was fighting depression too before, so that's another thing. Which is why he got real big, and he wasn't fighting for years. He missed out on a lot of years in his career, out of his prime. So now, he ain't really trying to test himself. He just want to check, and he ain't got no fight lined up. Who I'm picking to win? I'm trying to think, man. I might change my mind. I don't fucking know. I say both of them recent performances, Danny Garcia looked it better to me. He looked a little more lighter on his feet. Yeah, he was less stiff than he is at 147. But then again, he was fighting at a nigga that wasn't even gonna follow him for real, because his leg was still fucked up. Jose Benavidez never said his leg was still fucked up, but I seen it. I know y'all did too if y'all watched the fight Saturday. His leg was still, you know what I'm saying? He got hit with the chopstick. It ain't gonna never be the same. It is what it is. So, Danny Garcia had him a steel target. He was able to move around the ring and shit like that on, but I still would like to see him somebody with a little better than that. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, I don't know how he gonna look at 154, but I'm pretty sure he'll look better than he was at 147, because both of these niggas, the whole 147 division right now can go at 154, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody fighting like a weight class down. Everybody can go up. Excuse me. I believe everybody can go up and get like a fight or something, like, a fight or two off or whatever. There's only a couple guys out of the 147 division I believe can go up and really like dominate that motherfucker. And that's Earl and hopefully Boots. I believe Boots can go up and he can lay down some guys at 154 for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I believe so. I believe Earl wipe out the whole division too. You know what I'm saying? But Danny and Keith both 147 pounders, so when they go up, it'll be a 50-50 match. I lean toward Danny right now because the recent performance, and Keith Thurman, I don't know, man. I just think that nigga done. So I gotta go with Danny. I don't trust Keith Thurman, man. I don't think these guys really gonna be trying to knock each other out, but it'll be some heavy blows exchanged. I don't think nobody going to sleep. It's gonna be similar to the first fight, competitive. But I got Danny though. Who y'all got? Other than that, man, y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. And like I said, it's like a farewell type of fight. It's like a gift to the fans, you know what I'm saying, for everything that these guys done. Well, Danny, because Keith Thurman really, he did a little bit, but Danny, he put in some work, though, from 140 to 147. And then, coming up to 154, he ain't really did nothing at 154, but he still came up a couple weight classes. I give him that. I believe if Bud in the Hall of Fame, Danny should definitely be in that motherfucker. So, it is what it is, man. I'm out, y'all. Deuces.